Psalm 73, verses 13 through 17.
Is it really worth it all to be a dedicated Christian? Is it really worth it all to obey the Lord when those who disobey seem to be more prosperous than we are? Well, that's the way the psalmist thought when he wrote Psalm 73 as a record of his experience with the Lord. In the first 12 verses, he thought he had really missed it. He says in verse 13, "I've cleansed my heart in vain. I've washed my hands in innocence. All the day long I've been plagued, chastened every morning. If I say, I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children." Where does it all end up? When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. There's the problem, isn't it? Too painful for me. Until what? Until I went into the sanctuary of God. Then I understood their end. You see, it was all a matter of perspective. If you look at a distant mountain from one point of view, you see one thing. You get farther back or closer, you see something else. The same thing is true of pictures. You stand before a beautiful painting or photograph in a gallery, you look at it from one point of view, you'll see one picture. The perspective changes the picture. Now, it doesn't change the facts, but it does change your reaction to the facts. You and I need to go into the sanctuary of God. You and I need to know what it is like to live for the Lord from His point of view. Look at your heart. Have you cleansed your heart in vain? Of course not. We all want a clean heart. Have you washed your hands in innocence? We all want clean hands. Is your tongue speaking something it shouldn't speak? According to verse 15, don't be afraid. Tell God exactly how you feel. Is your mind perplexed? Is your heart pained? Your feet need to take you into the sanctuary of God. What's he talking about? Getting God's point of view. How do you get God's point of view? By spending time with Him in the Word, in prayer, and in meditation. Today, check your values with God's values. Check your vision with God's point of view. Make sure your perspective is the perspective of heaven. That will keep your feet from slipping, and you'll walk with God in victory.